If there's going to be any plot twist this month, believe me, it's going to be today on the 10th of December. This is the day where you're about to have your aha moment, because Mercury in Scorpio is going to be opposing Uranus in Taurus. And what does that bring? Unexpected surprises. Things that you don't see coming that begin to, I'm seeing the word penetrate into your field. So really the way that you choose to see this is going to change the way that you feel about it, and it's going to ultimately change the way that you experience this piece of information being unveiled to you. And it's something to do with your own path, because you have binary star and geomagnetic storm. Binary star basically talks about a star that's always been transversing your path. It kind of talks about how there's parallels, right? Like parallel timelines, information. And I'm seeing you kind of shift and shift and shift. So this was something that was bound to collide, right? It's almost like you were bound to come into this world line collision, which was being at the same time and space, in the same space and time where this thing would penetrate your field. It kind of reminds you of a cosmic event where, I don't know if you guys, well, of course you saw that video, right? Where the girl was kind of sitting in that field and it was very cinematic, and there was like this blue meteor that kind of flied in the sky, and she just happened to be recording at that time and space, and that space and time, and then that video just happened to go viral. It feels like there is a moment that is going to change your life forever, because geomagnetic storm is about something that comes into your reality and it sends ripples throughout your experience, right? Ripples when it comes to your timeline. It's like an aha moment in the making. That's what today is. It's like a truth that comes in and it hits like lightning with Uranus. The veil kind of tears and it breaks open the mind. That's what it feels like is happening. It's not a soft transit in any way. It's kind of like cosmic caffeine for your intuition, where something comes in and there's a psychic plot twist. It's almost like, I knew it, but I just wasn't expecting this to come in this way. I felt something coming in, and it's like a revelation that comes in without knocking. Okay, it doesn't knock softly. It comes in and it kind of bursts your door down. That's what it feels like. There's like a huff and a puff and a blow your house down. That's what it feels like. You know, Mercury in Scorpio is like deep secrets, shadow thoughts, psychological insights that you gain, and then Uranus in Taurus is shocking surprises, breakthroughs, things that feel like they come out of the blue, right? It's almost like something that leads to, you know, if there's a sign of teleportation, it's very much this one, because it's like, where did you go? It's almost like you may actually pull your energy away. That's what I'm seeing, to kind of renegotiate things or really be intentional with where you want to channel things moving forward after this comes into your field. And when they oppose, it's like sudden realizations that you get, right? Where it kind of reminds you of someone kind of connecting the dots, and they just no longer look at their life the same. You know, it's some type of maybe conversation that changes everything. Maybe it's emotional truth that kind of rises abruptly, or an unexpected message in which you'll receive today. It's a plot twist when it comes to your own story. And it's like, you can't hide what your soul already has decided you were ready to know. You know, it's almost like you kind of asked for this on a higher level, so prepare for your whole world to be shaken up. We're going to take a look at more of what this may be for you. And another interesting thing is, on this same day, Neptune has stationed direct, guys. Okay, so this is you finally gaining clarity of some type of, you know, introspective phase that you've gone through. You know, while Neptune was in retrograde, we're talking about like the ocean waters, so it's almost like this is where the tide has receded, and now it's bringing in this new wave. So it feels like there's some type of new momentum because of some kind of information that you're receiving, but you're finally also gaining psychic clarity. It's almost like, this is what I needed at this time. It's where old delusions kind of fall away, and maybe there's like potent a dream symbolism that you're receiving, but it's the moment that the fog lifts and you see your path forward, and then something comes in and it just confirms what it is that you were already feeling, or what it is that you already knew. Because we also have the King of Wands and the Protector, and the King of Wands is mastery over fire. Mastery over fire is about how you want to what you want to take action towards, right? So if there was confusion in regards to that, you're able to see the bigger vision of your life, and also everything that's necessary for you from this point moving forward to actually align with that future goal. And then you have Anunnaki light codes, the end of a cycle and an energetic shift. This is about, if you feel fear arising, this is not fear of the new, it's fear of releasing the old during this time, because there's so much more that awaits you in the unknown. So this is the Anunnaki actually encouraging you to move with the unknown during this time. And then you have deep diver diving into a task. This basically says that you can stay up on the surface of the water, right, after this is unveiled. It's almost, it reminds you of like Morpheus, right? Like the, you know, the god of dreams speaking to Neo, like the neocortex, right? It's like your primary antenna when navigating this third dimensional realm, right? It's the thing that gives you the ability to kind of discern this physical experience that you're having as a soul. And I'm just seeing that moment of red pill or blue pill. That's what today is. And it's like, you know what? You've already chosen to take the red pill. And it's like, after it's like something gets unveiled to you, it's like you can't go back. That's what it reminds me of. It's like you already have the antibodies within you. So even if you decided, okay, never mind, a bullshit, I'm gonna take the blue pill. It's like, no, there's no way that you can counteract this. It's like you learn something that you can't unlearn. You see something that you can't unsee today. It's your consciousness expanding into new dimensions where it can no longer return back to its old form. It's like you can try to stay in this warm, comfy blanket, but you know, it's like the thing that encases your soul, but it's like, you know, this is inevitable now. You know, that's what it feels like. There's almost a level of responsibility that you may have on a soul level. And because this talks about, that's not what's calling you now. The surface is not what's calling you. It's actually calling you to dive deep into, you know, the seabed. And this person ends up actually discovering this beautiful pearl, something that's super, super valuable that they actually bring back with them to the surface. And they're able to actually share. So it feels like there's something that you're doing that maybe no one else is going to understand today, but they're not supposed to already understand until, you know, it comes to pass. It feels like you're taking the first steps towards something, some type of vision that you can't expect everyone else to hear when it comes to this music that you're dancing to, right? When they can't hear the music. So you may appear weird, right? But weird is one who can control their fate and destiny, right? It kind of reminds me of this not being a conference call, so you can't expect everyone to hear what it is that you're answering, and that's the energy of today. And then you also have broken heart, so it does feel like a bittersweet energy, because, you know, broken heart is very much it's right in all the right ways to the soul, but in all the wrong ways to the ego. That's what it feels like, because there's going to be no kind of external maybe validation that you're receiving other than the ways that the universe is speaking to you right now. And with breathe, I feel like it's an invitation for you to be able to sit in that stillness, to be able to sit in that knowing, and give yourself this time, during this time, something that you may feel that you want from the external, but you're actually able to provide for yourself. So I feel like this is a whole different level of sovereignty that you're going to be stepping into. So let me go ahead and read the King of Wands depiction from this deck real quick, and we'll talk about it. So the protector, flowing creativity and perspective. It reminds me of, I don't know if you've read The Billionaire. This could be a billionaire idea that you have, right? The idea of a billionaire, maybe the billionaire fractal of self within the multiverse. And it's like you're anchoring back this information and actually acting upon that. It kind of reminds me of this woman. I can't remember her name, but she was like the founder of Spanx, and she basically said that she used to sell like fax machines during that time. And she had this idea, right? And it was how she could make the old, or something that was dying, new and revived once again. And it's almost like she rebooted something, she reinvented something, but something that was already available, right? But she was able to streamline this idea and act upon it. And because of that, this whole thing took off, and she was able to kind of sell the business. And, you know, she had 100% profit in it, because she didn't have any kind of external investors, because she spoke about having to listen to her intuition when it came to this business moves, and it may have not been the innovative way of how she was going to do things, or how other people would expect her to do things. But because she had no external investors, and she just had, you know, her angel investors, which would have been like herself and her guides, she was actually able to sell the business for 100% of its worth, right? And she didn't have to, you know, kind of compromise herself in any way. So it just feels like you're really stepping into your power here. There's just something around that. It may feel like a test or a trial that you're going through right now. And she spoke about kind of like what the Empress goes through. So the Empress has this conception of an idea and enterprise, and essentially, you know, there's a reason why we don't share that we're pregnant, right, with an idea or in the physical realm up until a certain point. And it's because it's an extremely vulnerable stage energetically, right? We don't really want outside influences or outside interference, right, to penetrate our field or to disrupt the way that we feel about this thing, right? it kind of reminds me of a Page of Cups moment where, you know, he's receiving all these synchronicities from the universe, and he knows that he has this cup, and he knows the ocean is right there, and he knows that if he dips his cup in, he can catch a fish. But it may not be the traditional way of fishing, but he knows that he's able to do it, right? But no one else can see it, right? That's why he's depicted in a lot of decks as, oh, that will happen when pigs fly. But I feel like you're about to do something where you're about to prove that pigs can damn fly, okay? I don't remember how we started this reading. Was this the upgrade of the avatar? Oh, no. Okay, but somehow you're upgrading the avatar. You might want to watch that reading for sure. Yeah, this is the Neptune going direct and Mercury opposing Uranus. Yeah. It's definitely very, very strong, profound energy that's coming through. What else? I was going to say something else. I can't remember. What was my point? What was my point? Anyway, she ended up selling the business. So something that could feel like it is challenging, what you're going through right now, is actually going to have huge rewards. But yeah, it's like, don't share it. Allow your actions to speak louder than your words ever could. You know, that's what it reminds me of. Because when the time comes, this is definitely a microphone drop moment for you. So I don't know where the card went of the King of Wands, but let me go ahead and finish reading it. So it talks about arriving on the scene ahead of their foe's expectation. Oh, the protector has an inner need to guard their territory and those around them. They can predict outcomes of events before they have even begun. That's exactly what's going on right now. It's like you can see the end goal, and it's like everything's leading you there. You're witnessing the event the becoming of the event in a linear fashion, right? The unfoldment of something that has already come to be, of something that is already available for you to experience. And in a way, you have already experienced it. It's like your higher self is walking yourself back in a linear fashion and kind of wiping your memory so that you can experience the breakthrough, experience the profound revelation, experience the journey of this beautiful, monumental moment in your life or turning point, right? So it feels like, you know, it's like you're a mystery right now, even to yourself, and that's the journey of how you wanted to experience it. So this talks about, it's symbolic of an excellent time to take a deeper plunge into your creativity. There is a guarding energy around the projects that you're taking on. Oh, I knew it, right? Something bigger than you that knows it's important to see things through. This is exactly the energy, right? This is exactly the energy. Allow it to radiate through you and see this as a beneficial time for new ideas to emerge. Trust your intuition to guide you through this state of heightened creativity. This could be like a creative surge that you receive, right? But again, it's something that's always been transversing your path that today is actually really coming into your field. I'm kind of seeing it as like full body chills, you know, it's almost like this, just it resonates with you on a cellular level. That would be the energy. It's in a way that no one else can see, but only in a way that you can, you know, feel and experience, and it's not for you to explain during this time. It's like your actions will do the explaining, you know. It's like your silence is deafening. You know what, trees do not announce their growth, okay? Silence is its own transmission. It's that type of energy, right? Nature does not rush. Everything is still accomplished. Don't rush to get to telling. I feel like this is behind the scenes until the curtain is drawn. So this is confirmation for you. It's a confirmation reading. With that being said, guys, yeah, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing because we'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. Also check out Spirit if you're looking for some high quality AAA grade jewelry. We have 2 discount codes for that in the description box, and I'll speak to you very soon. Until next time, if you've made it up into this point, comment down below something that you feel is significant. Maybe comment down Uranus energy, which would be like the lightning bolt. Maybe comment down below something that you feel like would be symbolic of Mercury and Scorpio, whatever it is, and let me know what are the profound revelations that you feel are coming forth today. With that being said, I'll speak to you very soon. Until next time, bye.